Child. It's Mind Your Business Fridays, but it's okay. Should I put Mind Your Business? I like Mind Your Business. Because it is Mind Your Business Friday. And I don't usually be on here on Fridays. So like, mm, it's just really as best as I can do with this hair. I have a headband here, but today, yesterday, was Koa's birthday. Let me just get started with corporate. It's not supposed to be Vlog Me Fridays. But when I tell you yesterday was Koa's birthday, mm, mm. That's all I'm gonna say. Whew. Lord, we thank you. We got through it. Let's just put it that way. Phew. We did get through that thing with all of its ups and downs, because of course come on now. Come on. Like it's positivity 2026, positive attitude 2026. So keep that same energy starting in July. Keep that same energy, which wasn't a problem. Trust me, it wasn't. Like I up until ooh, my goodness. Mm, up until oh my goodness. Um he had a doctor's appointment yesterday. And so as much as I wanted to go live, I was like, ooh, yeah, I probably shouldn't. Then I was gonna be super tired. Super, super tired. Um, but corporate dropped a video 6 hours ago. Technically, I came on here for Sean and Candace with this 4 hour interview, Lord. Um, we gonna get to it. How long is this? 25 minutes, so it's not that bad. Um, who else was on the lineup on the docket besides Candace and Sean? Let's see. Happy Friday, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe because check me out. I'm on a Friday. It's an early Friday, but you know what? I'll I'll definitely take it for sure.
The Dragon Ball Z.
No.
Now, last episode of That Y'all Can Be Like Part 120, Part 22. I found myself in general population at the county and I didn't quite receive the most warm and welcome. I did end up finding him.
How did what did we end off at? He was trying to figure out whether or not he wanted to pay to have protection and use the last of his coins.
By the name of Punching Bag, even though that shit about damn near been my nickname and that. Meanwhile, Teasy wanted all the smoke with his mama boyfriend over the situation dealing with his son. Pulled up to her crib expeditiously and made it clear that he was not a happy camper. Of the conversation, it was up and stuck with Teasy, and he wasn't going nowhere till he saw Buddy face to face. Punching Bag was low key my concierge in the county. Even showed me how to make this prison dip with summer sausage, noodles, and tater chips. Nourishment for some, but not quite my cup of tea. Teasy being boyfriend ended up making it back to the house and being face to face with Teasy. After an unproductive conversation about the situation, Teasy up pipe and sent it straight to the moon. Called Buddy lacking for real, for real. A foot race ensued down the street, broad daylight, getting that Chucky whack. Chase, come out. Chase, come out. In addition to my jaw being tested first day in the county, my physical strength and my gangster was too. The first time I actually decided to stand up for myself and tweak back, Mumpkins hit me with a boo boo bomb, a weapon of mass diarrhea. A fellow inmate by the name of King Diesel ended up checking on me. One of few that actually approached me on some cool shit. In the midst of dialogue, he ended up offering me protection services for a significant amount of my commissary. And that's when I asked for y'all help. Well, the people have spoken.
Spin that check.
For me to just stand 10 toes.
Ooh. Oh, good luck.
I appreciate it though. If you
Good
got
luck. I'm like, ooh. I thought you were gonna spin that check and get it right, babe.
heat,
Sheesh.
I say less
Right.
before pimping off. Punching bag. Man, go hit the box. The box. I'm assuming that's the shower. Yeah, boy, the box. The place to wash your ass at. Hurry up, make it quick. You're burning my nose. Shit, I was tired of smelling myself too. I hop in the shower to remove the fecal matter from my body and my thoughts. Water, frigid as hell. Still the most peace I found since I had got up in that mom. Some dude ended up walking into the shower area, about 350 pounds solid. He, ain't you burnt lips? Before turning the water supply on in his shower stall. Awkward time to want to converse. But yeah, what's good? My name Big Gerald. Nice to meet you, little home. I, blast. I can see why they call you burnt lips. But I know that ain't the name your mama gave. What is it? Like we went butt naked in the hot Bartholomew. If you don't mind me asking, what you in here for, cool? I, some boys, granted I'm fighting two first degree bodies in a second degree situation too. I'm gonna beat them though. I'm like that. In a cold shower with a cold blooded killer, my luck. And you know who snitched on me? The last person I would expect to be honest, my only son. Talking about what I did wasn't godly. What he did wasn't godly either. Didn't they say to honor thy mother and thy father? I had no desire to be this man's third body. Yeah, ah, yeah, that's crazy. You ever seen somebody upstairs burnt lips? Stood over them, looked them in the eye as you see life slowly fade away, pulling the trigger until you hear that click, click. I, hell nah, unable to relate. He just smiled and turned towards this coffee shower head. But
Not faulty.
I reached for the bar of soap so I could lather and
No,
wash. Oh,
don't drop it.
you can snub over there. I got you. Nah. Hey, can I ask you a question, bro? I need some advice. Too scared to say no. I eat somebody over my celly 2 packs of nukes. They dropped it off to our cell, but he been in solitary since yesterday, and I'm home. I feel like they mad now. I'm wrong. Ah, well, they say possession is 9/10 of the law. So, um, you know, if if you got it, then it's yours. He just stood there with a weird grin. A moment after, I dropped the soap. Time stopped at that moment. All I could hear was my heartbeat. I looked up at Gerald. He done cut the shower off. He's standing up, smiling before putting his hands on top of his head, exposing his armpit area. Trumpet started blowing. I ain't gonna lie to you. Next thing you know, the man took hands to chest and started rubbing and caressing. Had me feeling like shorty off Players Club. I just came here to dance. What you doing? I
Ebony.
you know what? I think I'm gonna just go and wrap this up. I cut the water off. We're gonna leave that soap on the floor and go ahead and make that exit stage left. Y'all have a nice night. After I got dressed, I post back
Ooh,
punching bag.
ooh.
Boy, it's good, Joe. Hey, boy, that water was just cold as hell, wasn't it? Ah, yeah, I'm not frigid for real, for real. Hey, boy, I hope you had on some shower shoes too when you just left out that box.
Yeah, green screen.
Hell no. Come and get some shower shoes from. Hey, boy, it's gonna have to go to Cermak Medical Ward. Boy, it's just stuff on unlimited Sasha Grey. Confused. That's what be eating in the showers. You ain't beating them, boy. You just stepped on his grave, their grave, my grave, everybody grave. Below, if it ain't one thing,
It's a motherfucking another.
you know, how, how you get your haircut?
Right.
He, well, my damn Sally did this. To be honest with you, bro, this tried to charge 5 noodles between me and you. I ain't giving his ass. Well, you my Sally, you live up a bunch on, bro. Then you did with the damn little raise. Yeah, that both haircut, boy. I ain't giving him shit up. Uh, oh, wow. Shit, that's wrong as hell though. Motherfuckers got you right together. It ain't too bad. He all shit. I already know what it is, but I told him he up. That's why he ain't get
Looking for someone?
a true
Sure.
hey, boy, ain't your name Burnett? I remember what. Uh, yeah,
What's up? Who asking? All these randoms. Goodness.
I ain't even gonna bullshit. I got oh, you ain't heard about it? Shaking my head out. Oh, nah, I don't know what that is. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It's paper dipped in that shit, shorty. Before extending a palm that held a few tidbits of paper. I Oh no, I don't partake in looking crazy, punching bag, but I do. Hey, Whitney, you got some blue
To a
cheese?
different state.
Yeah, I got some blue cheese.
What
Cool.
state did you move to, Alina?
Punching bag. Damn, how much that shit is though? But well, look, it's all types of prices. $500 squares, $200 squares. What you got? Punching bag. Hell no, boy, your ass. Passing, boy, your ass. Tweaking on with that shit, boy. But see, I knew what it was. You want that broke. But look, I got something for you, Joe. You need $100. Cash out for commissary. I got it. Look, for folks saying one of the little pieces of paper and hard to eat.
What? Wow. Nice.
Piece of paper, man. Get the phone, man.
Where you coming from?
Old smoking days. Oh, y'all been not buy no old from nobody around in the cell block or in the back. Oh, do you know who you talking to? CO. He got drugs. He got drugs. But hey man, that's some whole ass shit, man. That's why it look like Kevin Hart off a paper soap. And pimped off. Being in the county needed its own show for real. The moment after, somebody pop up to me. Hey boy, you burn looks, right? Yeah. Hey, what's the word? My name Red. I'm your Sally. I'm gonna let you know what the house rules is. Punching bag mountain. Big Mo holler from his cell, boy. Your ass bunker with a Geechee, boy. Good luck. I'm stoned. I guess
Each.
so. When I got settled in my cell, I didn't see my other inhabitants. Red. See, you ain't see me. I just came back and did my hair braid. I'm gonna let y'all know from the jump. Please don't piss on my toilet. No, none of that. I be sitting down. I don't want to sit in your piss cheek. Laying down the land of the law. Yeah. Red. Rule number two. I keep my clothes clean. I don't play that toenail shit. So if you're gonna be clipping your toenail, you either gonna eat them, just or sweep them stuff with a nap. Nah, they're not. Oh, okay.
Anything else?
Spicy food, my noodles, my wet pack. Don't touch. But if you want a strawberry shortcake, you can get one of those. Punching bag. Boy, you better not take that strawberry shortcake from him, boy. Red. You on the top bunk, I'm on the bottom bunk. I don't play that feet swing. So
Okay.
keep your toes locked on the top bunk. I'd duly noted. Red. All right, period. Well, that's the rules. I guess I'll see you when you return back to our private quarters before pimping on. Punching bag. Man, you finna have a long night. All that lady do is talk. She gonna talk you to sleep. At that moment, reality had sunk in that I was in jail and one no telling how long I was gonna be in that moment. Punching bag, man, I know you wanna break up out of here now, but there ain't nowhere to go. It's over with. The moment after, a CEO walked into the day room, just standing there looking menacing. He, hey, Bartholomew Smith, stepping out of my thoughts. Ah, yeah, that's me, the CEO. Today's your lucky day. You've been exonerated. Get your stuff. You've been cleared for an immediate release. Unbelievable. Ah, is you serious? Punching bag. Damn, shit. What about me? I get up this motherfucker too? The CEO, I don't care if you stay or leave. Now get your stuff before we find another reason to keep you. Before about facing and walking out of the day. You ain't have to tell me twice.
Sure.
Turning a punching bag. Ah, man, bro, I appreciate everything. Before dapping bro up. He, man, you blessed, man. Be safe and stay dangerous. Show love, bro. Before going to retrieve my freedom pay, punching bag was a real one, sure for sure. It felt but it be a process to get up out of there.
Always.
Like I say, you never get out as quick as you get in. It
Facts.
felt good to smell fresh. Once I stepped outside, I pulled my phone out. I see Peasy had called. I called him back. Or
Yeah.
what's the word? Thanks. Ah, man, bro, I just got out of the county, bro. Where you at? He in the county. For what? Ah, man, stupid shit, man. Hey,
Slide on me.
you could pull up over here, G, pick me up. He on folks, I'm not too far. I'm gonna walk down to the light and just post up and wait for you. Shit. I ain't trying to be over here no longer than I gotta be. He on folks say less, brother. I'm on the way. I bet before hanging up. Hopefully it wasn't too long before TV pulled up on me. I started pimping up the block. Warm night, summertime showers in full effect. Unexpectedly, a motherfucker creep up behind me. Hey, you ain't think I was gonna catch up to your chest, did you? I'm just standing there utterly confused. But you got down on my homie while he was walking his daughter to daycare. I know that's how I go, but you ain't have to do him like that. You finna die. What?
Right.
Bro, what is you talking about? I ain't got down on nobody, especially not nobody with their daughter spinning me around. He, oh, dang, I got the wrong mom. Yeah, I just got off for some whole nother other mistaken identity. He, dang, you lucky as hell. What you got on you though? Bro, I just got out. I ain't got nothing but my phone on. Pulling it out. He, damn, that's that 17 Pro Max. Uh, yeah. He, yeah, need that. Good before snatching my phone. Bogus as hell. He, might as well give me your shoes too. He,
Where's
what shoes?
Teasy when you need him?
I just kick my feet out on socks on the ground. He good business. Picking them up, he now run fast. But I pop your way. Put a hole in them, spot put a hole in you. I jogged up the block. Cotton, the only thing separating my feet from the asphalt. I found a seat on the bus stop. It was late, so the Popeyes was closed. Dude was sitting next to me. Hey man, you know when the bus comes? I
Stop flicking that damn lights everywhere.
ain't got I ain't got much. I hell no, shit. Motherfuckers just poked me from my phone. He, damn, that's crazy. One of them kings got you. 21 questions. Hell no. He, damn, that's up. Sheesh, they got your shoes too. Irritated but keeping cool. Yeah. He, for real, man. That's Man, matter of fact, you got these, man. You need these? Pulling his shoes off. Nah, I'm good, bro. I appreciate it. He, damn, man. I was just trying to help, man. You don't need them. It's whatever, man. I'll take them. Ah, nah, real activity. I mean, clearly I'm not an N word, but I am on that type of time though. Nah, so bless. He's damn. I was just calling your phone and you doing buddy. Oh, hey man, chill out. I just got out of jail, man. I'm just trying to help your buddy out with some shoes, man. He just got for his shoes over here. Looking down at my feet. Sees ain't know what to say. He just wanted answers. Shaking my head out. It's always something, bro. Nah, we gonna get up out of here. But nah, did you see who did that shit though? Pressing full, buddy. Listen, bro. My name Bennett. I ain't in he wow. Hey, we on approach all to the car. I nod that butt, follow behind. He was a cool dude, but we in traffic, tease, G. What happened? So how you end up in the county of I'm trapped. I see a little girl outside by
And don't know how to mind your damn business. That's what it is. You don't know how to mind your business.
I pick up before I can get a chance to bring it to the police station. Motherfuckers end up getting pulled over in the Uber. It looked like I kidnapped her. They threw me right in there. I guess at some point they figured out I ain't really do it, so they let me out. Random as hell. Till you get out of there. That's young as hell.
Right.
Looking at my see,
And
damn,
what happened to you? Exactly.
something else.
Of course.
H hit me with a boo boo bomb and some more.
And some
He
more
boo
shit.
boo bomb for the Glock. You beat you? Nah.
You stupid.
I, and I'm hungry as hell, bro. My fucks need to go grab something to eat. I'm about to pass out. He, oh, shit. Went from them. Before you knew it, we was carrying on with carry out. Posted outside with 2 6. We seas. Motherfucker sleep on woman's wing. I'm not gonna lie to you. A dream top. Nah, real tease. You know what we need to do for?
Ooh, bad.
What's that? He, we need to deal with that side truck. I, yeah, wait, I definitely need that. Tease, we need to be incognito. Let's not too much real quick. I, I bet. Say less. We pull up to Teasy crib, walking towards the back. I think I got extra pair of shoes for you. Man, I need it. I'm talking about I feel every pebble, boy. Teasy. LMA on. But one nothing funny. A moment after, motherfuckers creep out the shadows, buddy. Hey, your name Teasy, boy? Teasy. Y'all might be. What you talking about? Second dude. Type. You know man? Teasy. Oh, man. With a pause. I might have heard it, buddy. Unconcealed. 2 seconds after, me and Teasy get Derchi opposite direction. Buddy up. Them for the jam like an R&B head. Me and Teasy up block. We find some device pod. We
Let's go. Ain't they electric?
full pursuit. They find some Diddy bikes. Hop on them. Try to get hot on our trail. Me and
What?
T,
I was gonna say, aren't they electric?
them pedals spiky as hell. I'm still pressing down on them with socks. Felt like we was getting chased home from school. Fast paced and frantic, freewheeling. Main streets and all. In the corners. We end up losing them towards an alley. Got ghosts on their ass. They tried to locate and identify to no avail. Whole time we was ducked off behind a wall. Soon as they was out of sight, we came from and got up out of there. We ran a couple blocks away. I, bro, who the is a man? It's nature. Please. They got popped earlier. Bro. I popped earlier. Question mark. Bro, what the he? That's my baby mama boyfriend. He played with my son. He was right over. So that was my trying to slide for their home. How did they know where you live? Pondering. Just a good question. That's a good question. Let me call my baby mama real quick.
Exactly, and make sure she's straight.
What an inquiry that hit the line about. Answer she
Hello?
had he. So you would they feel like that? She.
What are you talking
What
about,
do you
baby? TZ,
he?
Tavius,
Oh,
Tavius.
for real? She. I can't control what was do. Blood was shed, my that. What did you expect before hanging up? Teasy. I got it. My baby mama. I keep your being. God, he. Yeah. Can't trust her. Bro. She the one dropped low. I'm supposed to know what she did. Nah, bro.
That's too
Keep
far.
your BM about it. That's insane, bro. The sooner the better, bro. If I don't get her, she gonna get me. She know all my spots. Nah, bro. Read some read some letter. I need y'all help.
Ooh,
My baby mama trying to get me killed.
ooh,
I was just trying to stand up for myself.
yeah.
So I think I should, y'all think I should leave her be?
Uh-huh.
I'll sit upstairs. I'm waiting on y'all.
Drop it.
So in the comments to let me know. The next episode of Black Chicago be like part 120, part 23.
24. Get the numbers right. No, I'm like, get the numbers right, honey. You know how TZ is, and he can't. He. But anyway, um, who gonna take care of them damn kids, sir? Somebody gotta take care of them kids. Why you doing all that? Um, should we go over that Drewski real quick? He got this new series, honey. Could have been Daddy, Lord, with Ambi. And I already done missed episode 1, and he just dropped episode 2 today, yesterday. So I'm trying to see before I have to pull a 2 there with, but listen, let me tell you something. I just found a new little kink. Mhm. This is my new kink here that I like. Oh my goodness. It's I thought that watching carpets and rugs get cleaned was like one of them little kinks that I like. This one right here, this tops all that. Or those landscaping one where they be mowing the grass. This one right here. Oh, with them dry vents. Oh, uh-oh. Ah, ooh. What is that? Why is it? Mm. Ooh. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Mm. Because people don't be cleaning their dry vents, and they don't be rotating them vents out, them aluminum vents. Ooh. Okay. What the, I spoke too soon. Yeah, I've seen worse. It was dirty. Ooh. Yeah, we all in there. Uh-huh. Ah. Mm. Oh my God. Mr. Lint guy. I like him. I like that new one. Let me see what's going on with this one because this one just dropped. And then I didn't even watch the one from last week. So I'm skeptical about whether or not. Let me tap in and give myself a thumbs up real quick because I have none. Look, I'm like, I have none. Tragic, right? Tragic. Not really. This isn't really like this is a new time for me, so I don't take it personal. But still, it's like, come on. Elena was in here. She has a million views already. Sean and Candace. See what I mean? Like that's where I'm trying to get to. Um, I just don't want to hear all that. Okay, he got her that Fiat, and she didn't like it, and she's trying to get plastic surgery. Hold on, let me fix it. Fix it a little.
Whole body. You don't know how much the BBL cost. You really a cheap motherfucker. This week
Stop.
on Could Have Been Daddy. You don't want to go to dinner. It's just one big month.
So extra.
Could have been daddy.
He was getting a wax.
Way that shirt that you motivate me. Never was.
It's the baby. Oh,
Wait, that baby gonna be bigger than both of y'all. I ain't never seen something shaped like you talk about fat ass so much. I came over here to eat, mother. I love you though. Just make the goddamn wig.
oh,
Nothing you do is quit. I've been stop working in a pay. And you know that. So man. You are grateful. I told you that, man. Well, you want to be get blown out. I want you to blow me out. Blow me out, nigga. Blow me out. That's all the fine shit, man. All the fine shit in that like shit. Boring. You know the fine shit getting it. I don't want to be in the toilet. You gotta put yourself in my shoes, man. See, now that's the last time you talk about that mustache. I'm telling you right now. Clock tight. Did you bring her asthma pump? She's back there weaving. I'm telling you. Get off it. Get off it. Get off it.
these two.
I locked them in the water. Well, you got blue up to my shit up. I got an image. What image you got? That didn't image when you tell your ass now for your month that damn little. Hey, you got to find five shot on. I'm not going to speak it in there. I didn't get it. Well, you could make it all your life. I was supposed to be playing Bob sports with it. I'm upset. But that's when this little shit out like that. Wow.
She is so loud. I don't know if I can deal with these two screaming, honey. I'm like, oh, child. John Ossoff, sir. I just don't know if I can deal with these two screaming. It's just not what I want to hear right now. Look, I'm like, not what I want to hear right now. I really don't want to hear no screaming. But I was so proud of the spinoff. You know what I mean? Like I was just so proud. Look at her. She gonna be straight for life. She done got her little spinoff and everything.
So I figured she'd go ahead and get bald like Kaiju. I like it like that. What the fuck you think you're gonna get waxed in? Get a Brazilian wax and a facial. All right, a Brazilian and a facial. What the hell is a facial? Can follow me.
Jeez.
Oh, thank you. True. A little funny back here already. Okay, so normally what we do, we leave the client in the room to get undressed. Okay, yeah. So it's my the door. Oh, he good. Yeah. I don't think that towel, that's a hand towel. That ain't gonna cover. It will. It's long. All right. Listen, when I say take a break, I mean take a motherfucking break. But if the wax is down there, I can't take a break. She does. That's right. Not the wax out there. You can tell me you can't take no motherfucking break. I'm out.
See, so
It ain't working. It is. I took a peek down there. It's just one big muff. Relax, relax, honey. Relax, relax. Oh, yeah. Hold on, hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's getting hot there since she opened her legs.
And he looking too. Which is so weird.
Could never get them fat like mine. You ready? Hell no. Oh, what is this? Oh, cool down. Because they won't get their hair out. What part? Is that the coochie? That's fat as hell, Jesus. Oh, that's fat. Damn. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to get about it. I think something with my lip. A coochie mixed up a little bit with her ass. I've never seen it before. The same lip that's for a coochie go to her ass. There's no split difference. Yeah, say that back. You gonna rip it?
Sit back. Sit back, big girl. He's stupid. He's stupid. Wait, he's so extra.
It's getting too hot. I need my ass to pump. I can't even breathe with man. He might just need to leave it like a mohawk.
He's so extra.
Yeah, like that. Okay, just like that. Okay. Hold on. That ain't. Don't put your legs down. Hold on, shit. Damn, come help me hold the ball. You gotta be careful in some type of way. Shit. Oh, girl. Come on. Shit. Come on, Doc. You got road rash down there. What is that? Is that what? Gucci, man. Right. Hold her hand. Hold her hand. Hold her hand. Oh. Take a deep breath. Go for it.
Cannot take him seriously. Bam be so stupid.
Mortified. Don't put no more baby powder on there. Don't put. She don't need no more baby powder. Put the fucking pamper back on her. Put the pamper on, man. Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. We gotta get up. You see that shit? You don't want to go to dinner. Oh, you still got this side today, man? We can do half of. No. Yeah, half of. Half? Y'all finna leave, bro. I ain't got time. You don't call them back up and all type of shopping. You got two ladies in here working. What part of the equator you on? Elbow, the dumbass. Take a deep breath through your nose, in and out. Good job. My theater. I think I'm allergic to it. She was one of the loudest and the hairiest client I've ever had. It was a lot of hair. The wax was so high, and I'm telling her it's hot. But can you stop? It's hurting me. Yo, Dan, what's up, man? I got a little situation with my baby mama. He had an issue. She said the wax was too hot. They got to lay in there like a rotisserie roast beef chicken. Take it off the bird. You like I can't even walk. Hey, hold on now. You said 3 mil? Oh, and the private area. Okay, we're having the same issue. Million. 3 million. Yes, Dan Morgan, she feeling all that. Yeah. And everything you listed, she feeling it all. I'm still feeling it. Good. Yes, I was in here and I started to vomit. Thank you, brother. All right. I can sit up for real. My coochie hurt. Get off that tanner bed. Get your ass going.
These two.
You there. Come over here and eat this coochie. If you got hit, even if you were not.
See what I mean? Look, I know I wasn't tripping. These two here is too much for me to handle. Don't come over with that music shit.
The 9 o'clock. Yeah, bath time. Yeah.
Look at her ass. Cover her up, honey, with all that.
It was fat. I will say that. Yeah. The girls, y'all coochie combined with y'all ass. Yeah, I tell people it's a thin line between my ass and my coochie. You might well go down there and eat that ass too. After the wax, my coochie was literally moving. Like it was like a fire. What wax? Well, stop. You can stop looking at that because I ain't gonna go shopping. The real deal ain't shit in here for real. Yeah. There's a bunch of like leftovers and shit. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna go shopping here. You know what we need to put her in? What we need to put her in? A Montessori school. What the It's a school my sister went to. It's called no. It's for fast learners. It's to get you up there in an early age. What? Look it up. It's like nigga, that's an amphibian. That's what amphibians do.
Not amphibian.
Ain't that what it? It's stupid ass. You just want fast. No, amphibian. I think you trying to say like a car from like an infinity or something. Something that. We always trying to argue. We just was having a genuine conversation. I don't get no fuck. You already. Ooh. Well, then Girl Scouts, that type of stuff. That's girl. I don't think that exists no more. Still selling Girl Scout cookies. You know, I used to be a Girl Scout. For real? But you see what it turned out? I went from selling cookies to selling ass. My daughter would never. Don't talk like that for the kid, though. But she'd never be a Girl Scout. Don't talk like that for the kid. No, Uncle Rich, my woman found out I was gay. They sent me the job. I'm going to read the job for it. And I had to go to the story. Now, what are you talking about, man?
He went left and right and then back left.
No, don't ever try to play with me like this. Grilled chicken. These are things you probably don't even know about. Grilled chicken, chickpeas, yeah, asparagus.
I love chickpeas. Yeah, I love me some chickpeas. Garbanzo.
Probably got the asparagus, the broccoli. We probably do like a broccolini. Cover that fucking shit up. I think I'm allergic to something you can wear, man. I'm allergic to something you got. No, you let me but to keep fucking with me, that's exactly what I'm gonna get a new nigga. Ow. I'm gonna show you real quick how we get around here and leave here. Everything you do is quick. Shut your ass up. You know who the fuck paying these bills? Prospects.
Right. Look, yeah. She said for life. That's why um I was excited about coming over here to see what was going on. Because I had saw the clips, the YouTube shorts with her trying to get his BBL and his plastic surgery and stuff. I was like, oh, could have been daddy. He got them spin-offs, honey. Them spin-offs be going crazy. And the fact that he got that Bambi got one, I'm like, honey, you're gonna be straight for life, baby girl.
Yeah, black balls. Nah, I put turkey tails in it. And after going this motherfucker start acting a proper fool.
These two.
Very good. I'm not holding both. Yes, you is. Yes, you is.
Look at her them boots.
I'm already tripping out of everything. First thing this bitch grabbed was a box of cereal. I'm not living like that anymore. Get the cheese puffs I like. What are you know the ones I always get. I think put those in there.
Alexa.
Wait, you need to start eating more organic stuff. No, I'm big on that. I'm big on that. I promise. You. No, you need that. Be clear, thing for that. I'm gonna go down here and get some help. If you want me grass, want me spinach and shit, I'm not eating that shit. How the fuck you diabetic and you buying all this processed shit? Diabetes is a serious issue in America that I feel like people need to take more seriously.
Sure.
So buying processed food is dumb as you fat.
Oh my God.
What weight have you lost?
He done slimmed down now. She's so loud.
Every day it's like that, I'll get thin and thin. Trying not to cuss in front of the kids. What makes I'm a closer? Yeah, me too. Got this shit crazy. This shit thin as fuck. And you see on top. Get the rest of the grocery. I'm telling you right now. You're not getting that shit. And you, well, how the fuck you pass right by the water? Let's not do that.
Turtle.
Oh, he wants to go this side. You better ain't shit healthy about your big ass. Bitch, you beeping with water? Haven't seen it.
I need some water today. Sheesh. They sent me an email too. You want us to deliver it? I'm like, oh,
He's a bitch beeping with water, man.
right.
Yeah, let's get some Taylor Port wine. Get the sour punch rolls I like. It ain't sour, but I got something you like. It ain't sweet either. You keep trying to be sexy. I'm telling you, stop doing that. That ain't sexy. That ain't nothing wrong with
Hello. He creates.
it. You mean you hungry now? Yeah. That ain't no damn surprise. You know,
Okay, come on, Nails.
something you eat better. I ain't never seen something shaped like you talk about fat ass so much. Oh, fat on you is that your body you got. We are the same size. Oh, sir, I get these two right here. What you got them for? What you mean? Your ain't that big. It's small. You ain't seen his on. Oh, you ain't seen his on. No. I don't know. He got giveaways. Small. That shit. You know your peanut gas don't need that shit. Y'all like a nigga that's a person. I gotta have hold you from behind. Let me grab a roach spray. Try to get rid of some rodents in the house. Yeah, you can scan that. Scan that as well.
He is. Look, yeah. You know what's so crazy? It's both of them together though that I absolutely love. Like this right here, when she got off the bus, or when she was looking through the window, and she was saying, "My man, my man, my man." I'm like, look, certified gold. Baby is certified in these streets today.
Somebody. It's a new house. What we get bugs from?
Right.
I like what a nigga
Look, see what I mean? Yeah, their chemistry is unmatched.
I'll let you know that now.
He do.
Small place. If your weight is over mine, you tricking on me. My 50 is nuts. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
What did he drop?
You being a daddy of the year. Just doing what I got.
You'll never hear that baby cry. You never hear her cry. Except one time when Kayla was holding her. But you never hear her cry. She is the most adorable thing ever.
This bitch ain't changed not one diaper, not a one.
Ooh,
Ain't got a
ooh, look, in that Fiat.
what turns the car down to the secret thing on it?
Fiat, honey, is not cheap, honey. Look at these two. Put your seatbelt on. Ooh, these gummies. That's enough, honey. You're gonna be sick. Fooling with that.
Hey, here, I got you. Oh, pump the game. What do it take? How the fuck ain't no money on my car? I got unlimited funds.
Ooh,
$10. Let's go.
I thought he would have got the
Crusty cookies,
I
baby.
mean Fiat is not bad. What is that, angel sauce? Let me stop.
You see all this shit in my head? Huh? You could have
Went crazy.
come on, Phil. Shit. Damn.
The driveway going crazy. I'm glad he got her a little nice simple house. You know, not too much. Why he like close the door? With that music. I don't know why he closed the door.
Food for us. You got cook with an old sauce. Could come out good.
Okay. What are you cooking, Bambi? Okay, chicken.
Young toes not cool.
Okay, chicken. What kind of chicken? Macaroni?
Just told her make a regular ass home dinner. It's a damn baby that's 6 months old. How the fuck she gonna eat yams, collard greens, and pork chops? You cooking?
Eat. Look, look, and she hungry. Yeah, she teething. Yes. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah.
Dark sugar, the light sugar, and we got the white sugar. Okay, well, hold on, because that's three different blends of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. Did you ever put the butter on top of it? I got the little. I don't need no butter on it. Then we got the little mixture right here. You know what's going on. What's it?
He do.
It's the sugar.
Yeah. So that's how
Marshmallows on top of that bitch.
you
Okay.
funny though.
You know what I'm talking about you.
Ooh,
What the fuck?
who is this coming with this Bud Light, Lord? Ooh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus with that Bud Light. Look, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus with that Bud Light. That 24.
What the hell?
Right.
Is that
Exactly.
power in my house? What's a lot about the power? I know these big fat motherfuckers was over here cooking something. I ain't had shit my friend with.
But you got a 24 pack. Ooh, bad. All that spitting.
Uh, shit, girl. I can't even say that.
School bad with all that speed and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna need another one right now. Hold on. No, you good. No, hold on. So you said the power went out? Did it go out?
Ooh,
Shit. No. I paid my bills. Don't see what my shirt say? Shit. Money maker? I paid my mother. Yeah.
you keep hugging her. That's what I'm saying. Why you keep going over there to her?
Hey, girl, when he got the one he got, the one he really need, like some ham hock, some macaroni and cheese, some barbecue chicken, collard green, cornbread, all that good shit. Well, him, what you want? Frog legs? Or you can have turkey leg? What you want? Frog leg, turkey leg? Hi, Casey. Is he your uncle boy? Yes, he gonna die.
Eating all on the bottle and shit. Exactly. She got them ears pierced.
Bigger the better. Which one? Straight bean?
Cigarette. Oh, Drewski.
Yeah, the baby bottle for it. Yeah, yeah, the baby. Well, both of y'all combined. That was a snack. I had ready to get it out. Better put the macaroni and cheese in that bottle. I'm gonna be using it to come and eat free, isn't? Oh, something like that. Is your power really up? Shit, is your power really up? What? Look out, take up your body. Bud Light. Over here to eat, bro. I love you though. Yeah. I like you. Yeah. No, as an uncle, I gotta keep it real. Yeah. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I feel I love you like cook food. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we see.
Shit. She told you.
He need to wrap it up because he irritated me now. Let me skim past him. How much time is he got on here? Because I can't deal with him. Okay. Oh, he all the way at the end. Okay. Oh, That's enough of him. So sorry. But all right, Uncle Boys, we'll catch you next time. Ooh, I can't deal with him. What is Afro Man doing? Took him long enough. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Child, he had my head starting to hurt. Alright. You can get your own how you go with all that. So she done lost weight. She done got her a new wig. Let me see how she looking. Did she lose some weight? I mean, Shine, please. It's a 4-hour interview. I need to go ahead and get started. It's a 4-hour interview. I need to go ahead and get started.
Most people have no idea.
Like, I ain't even stood up, stretched my legs or nothing. Goodness gracious. Look, I ain't even stood up, stretched my legs. I ain't even got no snack or nothing. Hey, full of what did he say his name was? Uncle Grant? Extra shit, you know. It's good, like, oh, that's what Juice could be trying to be like. Clearly. That's exactly what he was trying to be like. Mm, mm, mm. We can do that, no problem. It ain't even working. I hate to get that hot dance off the charger. Gives you a reason to stretch my legs. Take the hot pants off the charger. Come on, please. I already got to get started on this interview. Um,
Candace Owens
yeah.
show.
Ooh, look,
You and me both. You've done everybody but me,
and she was pregnant.
right?
Ooh,
Left out.
she said you did everybody but me.
Nervous to meet you. Really? Fuck yeah, I'm nervous to meet you. I feel like I'm. I don't want to get on your bad side. Me? Me? Little old me?
Right.
There's some rumors out there about me about clear up. I'm so nice. I'm so friendly. You know.
Okay.
Well, me and our mutual friend Dana had a lot of conversations. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't want to wind up on her bad side. She always spoke really highly of you, so it's interesting to think about that, like what people think about you before they meet you, because obviously, as you know, there's always going to be like the caricature. You know what I mean? And so we obviously have to rely on I don't know, articles, what you hear, what's happening, and I guess there's always that moment where you're like, I wonder if it meets what I think I know about her. It didn't. It didn't. Way better, I'm glad. Obviously. So yeah, it was yeah, glad we had dinner that night. Yeah, it was such a great dinner. I mean, your wife's amazing and your story is amazing. And I was always keen to do your show. I was like, wow, he's right here. We're like living in the same town. We're almost neighbors. And you
Tennessee.
just do great stuff. Man, I really wish that would have happened. Yeah. The neighbor thing. I know, almost. Who knows? Maybe in the future. Yeah, yeah. Well, we got a lot to cover today.
Let's get started.
What's going on, man?
Let's get started.
No kidding.
Where do we start?
Just an introduction, not that you need one, right?
Not that you need
Candace
one.
Owens, commentator, author, and independent journalist known for challenging mainstream narratives and tackling controversial issues. Over the past decade,
I'm gonna edit some videos so can keep myself busy. I'm gonna go and edit some videos here. She got it.
influential voices in all of media, building a massive audience through your commentary and investigative reporting. Today, through your independent platform, you continue to cover politics, culture, and current events while questioning official narratives and sparking national debate. And most importantly, you're a Catholic. Importantly, I'm a Catholic, a mother, a wife.
Mm,
That's
indeed.
right. And so, before we get into your life story and all the other stuff that we're going to talk about, a couple things to get through. I have a Patreon account. Do you have Patreon? I was on Patreon and I don't think I am anymore, but I know all about Patreon. Right on. Yeah. Well, we're on there, and they're the reason I get to sit down with you today.
Oh,
So they get the opportunity to ask every single question. So this is from Kim Turner. Candace, you faced intense public criticism, particularly accusations of disloyalty to the Black community and the Christian community for holding independent views. How do you maintain your composure and stay grounded in who you are?
this is a 4-hour interview, so I'll do half. today, as much as I can get to. As much. Let me speed it up so that way, yeah, while I'm talking. Let me at least get a little speed, like a little bit, because you know she be talking fast. Let me see if I can handle that.
Those attacks get personal. I don't know that I pay too much attention to the curriculum slot anymore.
So that's 125. Let's do like an hour, hour and a half, give or take. I don't know. As much as I can handle. Um, and then we'll come back tomorrow and finish the rest.
Because it's constant. And if I spent every day worried about what other people were thinking about me or allowing them to define who I am, I wouldn't get out of bed. And I've got four toddlers at home, so I just shut that entire part of my life off. And people are very surprised by that, but it truly doesn't impact me. I know who I am, so I don't have to go to the internet to learn about who I am. You legit, it doesn't bother you at all. No, it genuinely doesn't bother me at all. I'm definitely, I think, battle hardened. I think over time, uh, maybe when I was just getting started, I felt experience the pinnacle of modern spa design.
Then here they go with this music shit.
A twinge of that's not fair, that's not true. But when you have substance in your life, real substance, I mean, your own ways, meaning when
Ooh,
I first got started, I wasn't married. I didn't have, I didn't have my family. I didn't have kids relying on me. So life is just so much more like substance now, so real. Wow. Man, I mean, I'm a lot better at it than when I first started. Man, the shit bothers me. Really? Yeah. And then I see like the Time magazine cover thing that Trump posted about you, oh gosh. Tweeting about you. Yeah, that was a moment. All of your enemies. Right. A lot of it. I can't believe that I forgot about the Trump thing, the Trump tweet. You right. Yeah, until you just mentioned it, that it's not even something that I think about. It was so strange. It was so strange. I was in Italy getting confirmed by a cardinal.
right.
That I was so excited about it. And it's weird because it's the president of the United States. And it's something that maybe you would expect to see if you're in high school and people are trying to like find ways to hurt you. But, when
The
the president of the United States is
president,
like, that just feels weird. It was just strange.
it's like, what?
And I don't have. Did he forget he started a war? Isn't that a little more important than fucking generating AI Time magazine cover photos about podcasters? And beyond that, just kind of basically saying you're ugly is just there's something so elementary about it. I'm just not in high school. That's not something that I wake up every day and wonder, does the president of the United States think I'm hot or not? There's something about it like that's just like, okay, he's got a type and he said Brigitte Macron's hotter than me. He's allowed. It's a free country. Yeah. That was definitely a moment where I was going, this is some strange enemies to have. Like, humor in it? Genuinely at the time there was just so much going on. I was in Italy and my phone started blowing up and I was so excited about the eve of my confirmation and I had just had this wonderful dinner with my priest and I had a meeting with the cardinal about the confirmation that I just turned my phone off because I didn't want to even let in whatever energy that was. I
Right.
said, nope, you're not ruining my day. And I felt like I was like on the eve of my wedding or something.
What is it? Amy Quintanilla is bashing you on her channel. I'm like, you didn't have to waste your time coming over here telling me that. I'm like, she's allowed to do whatever she feels.
And
It's a free
there was
country.
too much spiritual goodness that was surrounding me, I guess is the best way to put it. We had planned that trip for a very long time for me to go to Italy and get confirmed, and I just wasn't going to allow that to be a memory. And it's a strange thing to be in a place where you're putting the president of the United States on hold. Everyone, I guess, was waiting for a response, and I was like, that was it. It was, I don't have time for this. I'm really excited, and this is my wedding day, so to speak, and that was that. And then we had a fantastic time in Italy. And then when I got home and the podcast was back on, I was like, okay, now where's the child? Time to address the child.
Mm.
Shame on you. This is not a good look for you. And if I don't have that, I don't wake up every day wondering if the president thinks I'm pretty. That's just not a part of my life. Well, as many enemies as you have, they give you a lot of attention. Me too. I think it helps you a lot more than it hurts you, which is pretty cool. Definitely don't think that a moment like that empowers Trump. That's what I would say. I think it diminishes him in a way. You shouldn't relinquish your power like that as the president.
Exactly.
To dig up a photo of me when I was sick, and I shared that photo, by the way. Are you serious? Yeah, that photo is real. I shared it early on in politics to talk about. I went through a really tough time when what was it, 2015? I got sick from mold illness. And I never thought I was going to be the same person. It was a leak, an HVAC leak that happened in my building, and it destroyed my insides. I mean, it started what's known as candidiasis growth.
in my body. I mean, overnight, my whole life was taken from me. I couldn't think. And if you don't know what toxic mold illness is, it's almost impossible to describe. But I had head to toe overnight eczema. I had never had eczema. Athlete's foot. My eyes were red and just kept pussing. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was happening, why it was happening. My hair fell out. And uh, in the scheme of everything that was going on, the worst part of it, forgetting the physical and not recognizing yourself in the mirror. Because I mean, I could share worse photos than he shared. I was like, if you want them all, it's actually I look pretty good relative to what was going on head to toe. But the worst part was my brain. The only way to describe it is you can't think. You can't. It's almost like being in a permanent. If you ever had like brain fogs, imagine like the most intense brain fog you could ever have, and it just physically exhausted me. So I was just in bed all day, every day. And the only way to beat back that sort of mold illness, I mean, they can give you temporary pills, whatever. It's through diet, like the most regimented diet, because sugar is what feeds it. And so it took me a year and I never thought I was going to be able to be myself again. And that was the hardest part, is not being able to think. And I have relied. I didn't realize how much I had relied on my ability to reply, and I loved writing. And so I remember just getting on my hands and knees and praying, bargaining really actually with God, which isn't something that you should do. But I was like, I don't even care about the physical stuff. I don't care if my hair never grows back. I don't care if I have these patches all over my face forever, if they never clear up. I don't care if I have athlete's foot once a week. Like, please just let me think. Like, please just clear the cloud in my brain. And I think about it because it was right before I became a public figure. And I just now have the perspective that I was truly humbled, like truly humbled before, and never thought I was going to look the same. Like, and I never even realized how much easier, like how much I had relied on being like generally good looking, to kind of get through life. Like, I didn't want to see anybody. And I only saw my cousin, who still works for me today, and would not go out of the house. And because I was sleeping mostly the whole time, and anyway, and it was a long process, a very strict diet. Obviously, I got so skinny because you kind of have to start it. Yeah, you kind of have to start it. So anything that has sugar, even fruit, feeds it. And so, but in the retrospect, I learned how to cook everything from scratch. I learned how to eat the best ingredients. I learned about ingredients, and I became really passionate about that. I mean, that's why I garden today. So yeah, I was humbled. I was humbled right before I got into the public sphere. And so I actually look back on it quite fondly. And I think it kept me away from a lot of the vanity that comes with politics and publicity. So I know it can just like that be taken away from me.
So it took you at your lowest point and exploited it all over.
Yeah, and then I shared with everybody. I was like, I've got worse pictures. I mean, I was sick. I don't know. I guess you can go around and find people when they have cancer and lose their hair and put them on a Time magazine. I was very sick, but I'm really proud of it. It's such a weird thing, but I shared it myself. And so I think what happened was, a lot of times with this team, they just look for things on the internet and they're trying to be fast and respond. They didn't know where the source of that photo was, and it was me. I shared it back when I first entered into politics and talked about, it's a tough time in my life. And yeah, I'm still just very proud of it, and gratefully, thank God, I got everything back, not just my brain. My hair came back, my skin cleared, and yeah, I'm very grateful.
Yeah. Well, I want to do a live story on it. Actually, one more thing. Everybody gets a gift.
What am I getting? I feel like everybody gives a gift, but I don't have a life that's cool enough to match all of these gifts. I actually love gummy bears. Are these actually elite?
Yeah,
They are elite gummy bears.
oh yeah,
Because you can't like put Vigilance elite gummy bears on here. They're
Yes.
not elite.
they're elite.
Okay,
Rip them open.
I'm gonna have one. I'll be the judge of that.
All right.
Be careful, you pregnant though too. So you
That's just not really good. I love gummy bears. Of course, not with bread.
What do you think?
right, because I'm like, you pregnant, first of all, you're not supposed to even be eating gummy bears. But not while you're pregnant.
Why are they good?
Well, because they're made in the USA.
That's it. America, baby.
That's right.
250 years of elite gummy bears.
Oh, we just hit 250. I was gonna say today, but it was yesterday.
Yeah. But all right, Candace, I want to do a life story on you, and then towards the end, we'll get into all the stuff you've been digging into
Yeah.
about the past year or 2.
Mhm.
So where'd you grow up?
So I was born in New York, in White Plains. That's actually where my mother uh, grew up mostly, and she went to high school there. So a lot of my family's in that area, Rye, White Plains area. And then I went to school and had my formative years in Stamford, Connecticut, which is just kind of outside of the city. It's kind of like if you have a job in the city and want to live in the suburbs, you move to Greenwich, Stamford, New Canaan, Fairfield County area.
Okay.
Hmm.
How many siblings do you have?
3. I have a brother and I have 2 sisters.
What's your parents do?
Well, my dad was a plumber growing up, and my mother worked at a chiropractic facility, sort of as like the manager, and did a lot of the billing for them.
Okay. You guys tight?
Yes,
Tight family?
yes. Like, well, my parents are divorced, so I mean, I guess you have to ask independently everybody's relationships. But um, my sisters, my siblings, we are very close. You have to have people, especially in life that I live, who really deeply know you. And so in the morning time, every morning I get up, when I work out, call my sisters, just talk about everything. My little sister right now, she's saved up like some extra money for her wedding. And so she's actually helping me right now, like sort through the tips box. So we weren't close growing up though. Like, I mean, me and my sisters, we're a year, each of us, we're a year and a half apart. So we just bludgeoned each other, over everything pretty much.
Where you fall in the lineup?
In the middle, can you tell? Can't you tell? Middle child syndrome, it's a thing. It's a real thing. Shout out to everyone who's a middle child in the world right now.
Right on.
I think that is this his ad? This is his ad.
Very sporty. I think I took after my mom in that way. My mother played basketball and cheerled when she was in high school. She didn't finish high school. My mom was a high school dropout, but well, she got pregnant. But when she was in high school, she was very athletic, and so I kind of took after my mom in that way. So I did cheerlead in high school. I did track and field, and I we moved into my grandfather's house when I was 8 years old. I was just like a granddaddy's girl. I was obsessed with my grandfather, and he just was always like, doing stuff in the backyard. One of those old school guys. I think of my grandfather as having um, car grease on his hands. It's basically my granddad called car oil on his hands. His hands were always blackened, and he always had a cloth and was wiping them, and somehow always had cash in his pocket and would, give me and my sisters cash. And I was always just kind of fucking around in the yard with my grandpa, like in the woods, doing stuff. So my sisters and I were like cutting worms, climbing trees. I was definitely, I would say, a tomboy. I just liked to be outside, which I think is very new to this generation. And everything's behind a screen, but we were active. We were very active. Jump roping, bike riding. Granddad taught me how to ride a bike. Remember the day it happened. Um, yeah, I loved it being
Why
outside
did you move in with your grandparents at age 8?
Ooh,
because we were poor. So
Did your parents move in with you?
yes, and the house was too small for all of us to fit into it, but we made it work. My grandfather came to the apartment that we were living in, which was in this really sort of dilapidated building, and it had roaches. I was not you're not aware of those things so much when you're a kid.
Mhm.
And so we just knew that maybe it was once a month. I couldn't even tell you. Maybe it was less or more, but we had to sort of take all the pots and pans out of the cabinets because the exterminator would have to come and spray because there was roaches. And that's not, my mother kept a very clean apartment actually, but it doesn't matter in the sorts of environments you live, like the neighbors live. And so my grandfather just came and said, I don't want my grandbabies growing up like this because he worked really hard in his life, starting in a sharecropping farm and ending where he did when my grandfather died. He went back and actually purchased a sharecropping farm in the South.
Wow.
That's where he retired. But he was living up north at that time in Connecticut, and they had a middle class house. And just said, I don't want my grandbabies to grow up like this. So we moved into their house, and my sister and I lived in the attic. Kind of he put carpet down in the attic and turned it into a room, which I thought was so cool because I used to love the show Hey Arnold, and Hey Arnold had an attic too. Very, very good show. And my mother and father were in the basement, so we just had to just kind of
don't skip past Hey Arnold. Okay. We're not gonna skip past Hey Arnold. Okay. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. Okay. Shout out to Hey Arnold. I'm talking about editor, producers, whoever wrote the script, like everybody. We are not going to just skip past Hey Arnold like that. No, we're not gonna do that.
all fit in the house, and it was the best thing I think that could have happened for my life. It's the single greatest thing that probably changed my life, is living with my grandparents and sort of being under my grandfather's patriarchy, if you will.
Is he still alive?
My granddad passed a couple of years ago. It's really hard.
Is he saying the right?
You always gotta catch that mute. Soon as you go in a commercial, you gotta be right there, finger on the trigger.
Eyes of Candace?
Yeah, granddad. There was one of these really viral moments where I went to go testify at Congress, and my granddad was behind me. It's a great clip. When Ted Lieu says something, I don't know what he. I think he played a clip of me and tried to apply I supported Adolf Hitler or something. And you see my granddad in the back. He's like, "No, she did not say that. Like, no, she did not say that." And I was like, granddad was going to get up and give Ted Lieu a beat down. You don't talk. Nobody talks to his grandbaby like that. Ted Lieu, calm down. And it's such a. I'm so happy that that was captured actually on camera, because shortly after that, his mind started to go and his memory started to go. I mean, and so it's just one of those last memories that I have of my friend dad. He was always behind me, whether it was teaching me how to ride a bike and letting go, or like behind me at in Congress. I just like, my grandparents were just absolutely amazing.
Wow. What would you say to him if he were here today?
Got to say everything I needed to say to my granddad. Yeah.
That's good. Good for you.
Because my grandmother died unexpectedly, and so I made a very conscious decision to slow down and make sure that I got to say everything to my granddad. He knows what
Good for you.
yeah.
So you're with your grandparents all the way through high school?
Until 10th grade, and then we kind of moved into a condo. But I mean, all of my formative years are with my grandparents, always being around. And yeah, it was you wake up in the morning, granddad made breakfast, my grandmother would make dinner, and it was my grandfather just had a lot of rules for us to follow because he grew up in the South, and it was just like very structured. And my work ethic comes from my grandfather, without question. He had a job since he was 5 years old, like laying out tobacco to dry on a sharecropping farm. So he just got after the day every day.
Wow. Wow.
5 is crazy.
How old were you when your parents got divorced?
23.
Oh, 23.
Yeah,
Okay.
they got. I mean, my mom and my dad were just one of those couples that
23?
yeah,
How long
23.
were they married?
Oh gosh. I mean, they got married in 93, so they got married after I was born. And then they just were like, there was just a lot of fighting, it wasn't one of those good relationships. And then when we were all out of the house, they called and said that they were getting a divorce. And at that point I remember saying to my dad, no, 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 no. Now you guys should stay together. Now it should be until death do you part. Now that we're out of the house, you're I
Right,
remember
right.
exactly where I was walking, exactly which street I was walking on in New York State where I got the call. And yeah, they it was an interesting thing because I got to see in my house two totally different examples of how to live. My grandparents were very conservative, and my grandfather met my grandmother when he was 17, and they stayed married until her dying day. And then I had the opposite example where the generation beneath my grandparents, despite how they had raised them, they were just so different. Like all of my dad's siblings had been divorced, and it was a new culture. And I remember when granddad got sick, or started getting sick, I was helping him fix up his house, and we talked about it. And I was like, how do how do people who are raised and so conservatively kind of have, I guess, more liberal viewpoints on marriage? And my granddad said something, and he was right. It's just the way he delivered it, which is so funny. But he just said, it was those darn hippies. He just says the hippies ruined everything. And it's a valid point. I've done some research, and I'm like, granddad was right. They kind of brought in this sort of sex, love, rock and roll, love who you love. Everything became so much more temporal, I guess. And I am just so a grandfather's child. Like my viewpoints, I'm going backward. Everybody wants to be progressive. I'm like, I want to be regressive. I want some of that stuff that granddad had.
What did you want to be as a child? What did you want to become?
Gosh,
Occupation.
what was the first thing I wanted to be? An archaeologist.
An archaeologist.
Yes, I was really into, like, as soon as I learned about Egypt, I had this weird fascination with Egypt. And just I don't know, just I remember in third grade just wanting to be like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be an archaeologist. That was my first thing I can remember wanting to be. And then you'll probably say appropriately, I then was convinced I was going to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer. I would have made a really good lawyer.
Still would.
Plus,
Never
still with exactly.
It was. Actually, I feel like I am a lawyer in many ways. I get sued so much, and I really enjoy talking to my lawyer. He's just become such a friend and understanding it. I love to read the documents. I mean, other people getting sued. I made a whole series, a Blake Lively series. I do have a love for legal work, but I don't have to be sued to love it. I have to get that straight in my mind. You don't have to be sued to appreciate law. But yeah,
How many times do you think you get sued?
too many. Like, I mean, In the last few years, it's been a lot, man. It's been like I feel like the Daily Wire was like 3 episodes that happened, which felt like a lot. And then I have obviously the Brigitte one, which was a lot. And then I got pulled into the Blake Lively one, which isn't really like being involved. And then they tried to pull me into some Kanye one, not being the person who was sued, but yeah. And so I just kind of got familiar with the people that were serving the paperwork. They're great guys, by the way. The servers, they're fantastic. They show up in like motorcycles, like we love you, like and we're gonna charge the other guys more. They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. And then this Brian Harpole one, which I'm being sued because of your show. Yeah, I should sue you.
You
Brian
and everybody else.
Harpole lawyer to drag you into a lawsuit.
We have a running every time the FedEx truck drives around here, we're like, oh fuck, here it comes. I don't even open them anymore. I just send them to
So funny.
them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when Brian Harpole sued me, his lawyer wrote this amazing story, which was just made entirely no sense, where he said that the reason, basically, they were trying to make the argument that he's not a public figure, which is very important. You have to establish in defamation: are you a public figure or are you a private person? And obviously, he made himself a public figure by going on this podcast and interjecting himself into this Charlie narrative. So they were trying to argue that he's not a public figure, and he basically said he was forced to become a public figure because of me. Like I'm the reason he went on. He had to go on the Sean Ryan show to clear his name. And I never covered him on my show once. Never spoke his name on my show before he went on your show because it
So
was
hold on, he's claiming he came here
Use
your narrative,
right.
but you weren't talking about him.
first one.
Never said. Oh damn.
And my mind just wasn't there at all until he did your interview, and it was so disastrous in my view, and I think also the view of all the people who watched it. According to the comments, there was just something off about it, and I went, "Whoa, he's answering questions weird, and stuff that he's saying doesn't really make sense." But that's the argument they're trying to make because they're trying to get the court to see him as a private figure who only had to come out and do the Sean Ryan show, one of the biggest podcasts in the world, defend himself against me. And I'm like, well, that's going to be a tricky argument considering I never spoke about you ever on my show until you did the show.
Wait a minute, what exact?
Shuns?
What is he suing me for?
Right.
Everybody knows.
Look, Sean so funny. He like, well, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. What? What he suing you for again? I'm like, exactly.
Information, which is difficult for me to comprehend because it's so in the category of opinion. Like the first 3 pages of the lawsuit, he's just kind of calling me an anti-Semitic. That is what that has to do with the lawsuit at all. He's not Jewish, last I checked. Neither is Trump. But he then moves on by saying that I defamed him because I said that the security team was incompetent. And so he's blaming me for a loss of revenue to his business because I said he's incompetent. Now, I would generally say if you have a business and your job is to provide security, and your client dies on the job, that might be the reason you're not getting many clients. I'm not a genius, but I don't think people will be lining up to hire the same security people that guarded Charlie Kirk on September 10th. But he thinks it's actually because of me calling him among many other things, calling him incompetent, asking questions about why they didn't have people on the rooftop that day, saying that like the support they supplied to Charlie's neck was inadequate. I mean, just things that you can see with your own eyes as they're handing him to the car, as they're like holding him to the car, him saying on your show that they didn't provide CPR because he had to stop the bleeding. I have questions about that. If your heart stops, what's it matter if you stop the bleeding? So I'm going to stand by my assessment that he was incompetent. And then the second chunk of his lawsuit is his saying that I guess he defamation per se might be his argument because I asked about whether he was at Fort Huachuca because somebody believes they saw him at Fort Huachuca on the 9th. But he admits in the lawsuit that I texted him 4 times asking him just to say yes or no. So I could just, you know, very quickly say, oh, I reached out to him. He said it wasn't him. But his reason for why he didn't answer me, despite me trying to just get an answer, and why he's decided to just instead sue me, was because what was his bizarre legal reason for why he just didn't answer any of my questions? I think he said because he didn't want me to get famous off of him. I promise you, this is his argument: is that the reason he didn't
He
answer,
didn't want you to get famous on. Yeah.
I was just going to use it for clicks. So if he had answered me and said no, I wasn't at Fort Huachuca, then I would have used it for clicks, and he didn't want me to use him for clicks. So that's the
I can only imagine Sean's face right now.
yeah. He wants money, and to be determined by a jury because his business has been affected.
So this shit's actually going to court.
Oh yeah, which I'm really okay with because a lot of the questions that we're just trying to get answered, we can now force him to answer them and bring other people in too to sit down for deposition. So
Do you have a court date?
not yet because we still have to. I think our actually don't quote me on that. I have to check in with my lawyers. We might have like I think we have something coming up where we have to file our response in like the next coming weeks or something.
Where will it happen?
Here,
Here in Nashville?
yeah, yeah, he's got to sue me here. This is where I defamed him apparently. So I didn't know. Did he tell you he was like really felt like he had to do the show because of me? It's very strange.
Get that.
Yeah, it would have been weird because I never talked about him. So, hey, can I come on because of Candace not talking about me? It's weird. It's totally wacky. It feels like a PR move to me, to be honest with you. But um,
You think it'll go the distance, or you think they'll just drop suit?
I
It'll
I
probably
think
drop.
they filed it in such a manner that they're hoping the court drops it. And then they can say, well, we tried, we were telling the truth. And there is a lot of that in the court system where people file for PR reasons. I mean, Brigitte is a perfect example of that. Where you're doing something that you kind of know you can't win in court, but it allows you to then say, well, we really tried. And obviously, we must have been telling the truth or we wouldn't have sued. And that's not the case. I have not changed my mind about Brian Hartful. And I was very thorough in trying to just get him to give me a response. Like I would have happily taken a response from him, and he still hasn't offered one. He just sued me.
Jeez. Do they have any other clients?
I don't know. He hasn't, since it was just the initial filing, we haven't gotten into the details of who's not booking him or if someone dropped him. But that would just, to me, seem like common sense, especially when you say, I mean, if you watched his interview with you wouldn't book him. It's just the
I
presentation.
mean, I'm just curious.
Yeah,
What did the defamation do?
that
Is he still working for TPSU?
he's not. My understanding is he's not still working for Turning Point USA, and I did hear through the grapevine that they sent him a cease and desist after all of the flack that he got for his various appearances, things that he was saying that was just making things worse because he doesn't sound honest when he speaks. He's not clear, and he's also dishonest. I mean, he said even when I was watching your show, and that was one of the reasons we covered it was because we instantly learned he presented those messages when you asked him about the rooftop. He shows these messages, and
As
then he
if
says, "What know, the implication being that this was a conversation he was having.
that he was having it was. Bingo. Right.
And dishonest. And yeah, they were also the discussion wasn't even about Losi Center. The discussion was about the walkway above Charlie. So it seemed like even when he was on the show, he was focused on PR, but he just wasn't very convincing. And that's literally in the lawsuit that I described him as not very convincing, and that's defamatory.
It's defamatory.
And I'll stand by it. It wasn't very convincing.
Yeah, I probably should have pressed him more. I fucking felt bad though. I mean, it was still really fresh, and the guy's tearing. I don't. Would it, I've been around a lot of loss, in my previous career, so I didn't want to. I wanted to be respectful.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
Oh,
Mm. And just hit him with the he got you on that one, buddy. I'm talking about, look, when I tell you that doggone Brian Harper got you on that one, honey.
yeah, I think you did the right thing, actually, because even though the viewers might feel frustration, the reality is that if you had put him under the light, so to speak,
Hmm.
he would have clammed up.
Yeah,
And we benefited a lot
for
from
sure.
him just speaking. We
Yeah,
benefited from him just
at a
speaking up
different,
more to
yeah.
that. And
Hmm.
certainly from his lawsuit's sake, it's very beneficial that he kept describing things in detail. And so I think it was good to sort of let him talk.
what are some of the other gems that you pulled out of my interview with Ryan?
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, there's I think at some point, I think it was your interview, it might have been someone else's, where he said that when he got to the hospital and he's like directing the staff or whatever, and he like said that he cut off Charlie's shirt. I mean, that's fantasy. That's full fantasy. That's not how that happened. Everybody knows that. When you get to the ER and somebody is on a stretcher, some random guy who's bringing the person in doesn't start calling shots in the hospital. So there's a lot of questions about what took place at the hospital, why Pash Patel moved to have the cameras as one of the first acts is to get the cameras down inside the hospital. It's very strange. The varying stories that they've all told about what took place, why they were all then wearing scrubs. Frank Turek saying that he was on the phone the whole time with and didn't realize with his
Who's Frank Turek?
Frank Turek was another one of the people that was in the car,
Okay.
and he was former military. He was there and jumped in the car with them. By the way, that's even weird. I don't know why he jumped in the car with him. To be honest with you, and he was at the hospital and he tells booking stories and says that they did perform CPR. It's all just very strange. It just seems like something. Why are all of your stories running into each other?
How are those related to each other? What did they say?
Well,
Some people are saying they did give up CPR. Some are saying they didn't.
Brian
Right.
said they didn't perform CPR
Right.
because they were focused on stopping the bleeding. Frank said that they did perform CPR. Brian said that Frank was just in the back seat praying. Frank said that he got involved, which is the reason why he had all the blood on him or whatever.
Mm.
So the discrepancy between the people that are in the car doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you give CPR to somebody that's been shot in the fucking neck?
Well, if you don't keep someone's heart going, it doesn't matter, right? Nothing else matters if your heart stops pumping. So yeah, you would give CPR. I would imagine you keep CPR going at all times.
People would do
What was right or what was wrong to do.
stories or.
I'm saying there's
System.
and that's what it's for people that are investigating this. It's why do you why are there so many lies that have since been unpacked that initially they said a lot in the beginning and they've since, pivoted on their stories quite a bit
Why do you think that they repaved that thing with?
Oh, come on, Sean.
because by Sunday they had the person come out on Sunday. So Charlie got shot 12:23 on Wednesday and they had early morning on Sunday, pavers come in. And even before then, they had the soil removed by a separate group of people.
They had their soil removed?
Soil removed first, 10 inches of soil removed first.
Do they do that at any other murder scene, anywhere?
Absolutely.
The soil removed?
Well, you say pavers. So it is normal to remove soil to put down pavers. But why were you putting down pavers? Why were you paving over the crime scene? And in that scenario, I think you normally do, but from somebody that is in that space said that about 8 inches you would remove so that you can install the pavers. They removed 10 inches of soil and they had two separate people do it. So they had people working for the government that removed the 10 inches of soil, and the next day the pavers came in, put pavers. That's not normal. You have the same group of people that do both. So they had the dirt removed first. And so we'd have to imagine that that happened Saturday at the latest, right? And then by Sunday morning, the guy who had to put together a ragtag team to do the paving, he didn't know he was going and said he was told that the instructions were coming down from the Governor of Utah and Cash Patel's office.
Come on, Sean.
What do you think would have been in the soil?
I've taken a long time to get to a place where I wanted to put forth a theory on what happened that day. I think there is a lot of evidence that they would have found explosives, which, if I guess the way PETN is said is like, what do you guys say? Pet
And
inside terms and sound like I know what I'm talking about.
pet.
Stuff. If Petin was the explosive that was used, I think there is a strong theory that should be explored. That a shape charge was used to kill him, and that what killed him was on him. If you look into
Let's
Petin,
go. Hold on. Give me a second.
it stays on soil.
I legit was trying to put him back to sleep. I gave him his breast. Look, he already burping. I legit was trying to let me hold this up. I was trying so very hard to put this guy back to sleep. And look. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Goa. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I tried. If I would have known that it was gonna be such a hassle, I would have just ended the live before I left up out of here. But no, I have to deal with these guys. So in the meantime, in between time, we'll be back tomorrow. Love you. Bye. You want to say, mwah?